Hey, good Saturday morning. Just want to share a couple of thoughts, really from Genesis 49, Genesis 50, and Exodus 1, because we don't typically share a video on Sunday. And tomorrow you'll be reading Exodus chapter 1. Today's reading is Genesis 49 and 50. I found it incredible that Jacob, on his deathbed, was speaking to each of his 12 sons and the sons of Joseph, whom he had already blessed. And he speaks historically about many of the things that they had done, and he speaks prophetically about what the future had in store for them. And so God gave him insight, gave him a word of prophecy here, and so we can appreciate that. And so then Jacob breathes his last. He dies. They carry him back to Canaan, where Abraham has been buried, where Sarah has been buried, where Leah has been buried, and Jacob will be buried there as well. Rachel hadn't died there, and she was buried someplace else. I have to go do my research on that, somewhere about the time that Benjamin was born, and see exactly where they had been. But nevertheless, she wasn't buried there. And then we come to chapter 50, and interestingly enough, Joseph's brothers thought that, hey, Joseph will be out to get us now because he was only being kind to us as long as Dad was alive. And we have this incredible quote from Joseph that's applicable in our lives as well. Genesis chapter 50 and verse 20, where Joseph says, you know what? As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good. Joseph could look back over his life, and he could just surmise that God had worked all things out together for his good, even though that his brothers had meant evil against him, that God was at work to do a greater plan. And the same is true in our lives. Just because others may conspire against us, others may seek to do us harm, and there's no saying that they can't do us harm, but yet God is able to take that, twist it, maneuver it, adjust it, resize it, and work it out to our good, to his glory, and to the good of many. And then we come to Exodus and chapter 1, and I'm drawn to verse 8, where the Bible says there arose a new king in Egypt who did not know Joseph. You know, we look at history, and we have a pretty good view of history, so that someone as consequential as Joseph, you know, he would be known for hundreds of years. I'm not sure about their means of recording history during this time. I'm not sure how much the victors of an Egyptian revolution wanted to retain the history of those who had lost. And so the bottom line is, in verse 8, Joseph was forgotten. The Hebrews were no longer honored. They were feared. And so then Exodus unfolds with a new twist on the story. And I may get to speak to that a little bit Sunday night in worship. So anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate you reading along with us. Between Saturday and Sunday, we've got to read 3 chapters, Genesis 49, Genesis 50, Exodus 1. And we're about, say, by the time we get into Exodus 1, 1700 years before the birth of Christ. And so we're marching on through human history, on through the Old Testament. So appreciate you keeping up with us. I was outside some yesterday, so got some sniffles, just I think allergies type stuff. And so I'll take it easy some today and be ready for worship tomorrow. Hope that you'll be there too. Take care and God bless.